3, 2.
All right, how you doing? Today we're gonna do oysters. Oysters have been something that's been very popular on our menu. Most important thing about oysters, obviously, is that you trust your supplier where you're getting them from, and then that they're really fresh. You'll know when you crack them open if they're not fresh, but we get deliveries here at Vine and Ash at least once a week, sometimes twice. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the sauce that goes with it. So this is a champagne mignonette. So basically what that is a little bit of fine chopped shallots, okay, and a little bit of champagne vinegar, and then a pinch of black pepper. And just going to stir that around, and that's going to be the sauce for the oysters. As well, we have lemons. Some people ask for horseradish. We do that also. Cocktail sauce. Those are traditional accompaniments with oysters. So the thing about oysters is you need an oyster knife. This is a little bit of a different oyster knife. It's not straight. It gives you kind of a grip on it. So what you want to do is you want to take your oyster, put it between a paper towel here, or sorry, a towel. And you see that right there, that little hinge? You'll see there's the side with the longer lip, and then you'll see the side with the hinge. Basically what you want to do is you want to stick the oyster knife into that hinge and then turn. Just turn this way, kind of like you're starting a motorcycle or driving a motorcycle. And then what you want to do is you want to take the knife, oyster knife, and you want to get in there and you want to scrape the top of the oyster. Okay? There you go. There's your oyster, and then on the bottom, you want to kind of separate that muscle. Okay, and then just rest it on the ice. So again, taking your towel, putting your knife in, oyster knife. You don't want to drive it in, crazy, because you could damage your oyster. You're just getting it in as little as you can until you can get a grip, and then turning it. Wipe off your oyster knife if necessary. Get in there, scrape it, and there you go. These oysters here are raspberry points, which is PEI. So it's a cold water oyster. Again, you'll get sometimes they'll chip a little bit. That's normal. You want to get in there, and some of them are tough like that, but there you go. See how I just finally got to the grip of it? So sometimes you got to break a little bit through that shell, but you don't want to jam it in. Okay? Scraping the top. And there you go. That's a nice juicy oyster there. Now if you open your oysters and there's no liquid, see the liquid on top of all these oysters, the oyster liquor, don't use those. They're dry and they're nasty and they probably don't taste well. So again, we're getting in there, turning. You might have to go through that upper shell and then twist. Okay, in, scrape the top, basically separating the muscle from the top, from the bottom, and then just, there you go. There you go, we got 4 oysters, and thanks. Have a good day.